Well, as you can see, this is the obviously Skybus we've just seen came over this morning anyway, which obviously we haven't seen for a while or two now. Anyway, this has been a while since we've last saw the obviously Skybus. Anyway, this has been a while since we've last saw that one doing training anyway. So anyways, as you can see, that's one of the obviously Skybus twin D Havilland, that is. Anyway, this is one of the DHC-6-310 apparently. So yeah, this is one of the obviously Skybus that's come from which this is the one that's based down at Land's End Airport anyway, which this is the one that's come from anyway. So yeah, so technically this is the one that's come from this base down at Land's End Airport anyway, which as you can see, the registration is G-CBML, that is. And just you can see from here, that just took off from his base just from Land's End Airport this morning, just before 9:25 AM anyway. So So that took off from his base at Land's End Airport just around 9:24 a.m. this morning anyway. And then just from here, he's literally just done a circuit just over at Newquay Airport this morning anyway. He's literally just done a circuit over at Newquay Airport this morning, just over to Cornwall Airport Newquay this morning anyway. As you can see, he's only literally just done one circuit just over at Newquay Airport this morning anyway. So basically he was just over Newquay Airport this morning anyway. So he's just been over to Cornwall Airport Newquay for a circuit this morning anyway. And then just from here, so just from here he's literally just took off at Newquay Airport this morning anyway. And then just from here he flew past over the Bay of Newquay, and then as you can see he's done a circuit just over north anyway, just over North Cornwall anyway. He's just literally done a bit of a circuit over north anyway. As you can see, he's just been looping around there a few times anyway. But literally, as you can see, he's just done a few loops a few times anyway. He's just been looping around a few times anyway. So yeah, and then as you can see, he then passed over towards near Poundporth Airfield anyway. So literally he's just came over to Poundporth Airfield anyway, and looks like he's going to about to come back anyway, which will probably I have a feeling he's probably going to come back round anyway, which I probably have a feeling he's probably going to anyway. I think he's probably coming back for another lap, I suppose. So yeah. But anyway, I'm going to have to film it anyway because he's coming back for another round, so I'll catch you there. Well, it looks like he's just changed his mind that he's just gone back round again anyway. But to be honest, I thought he was going to come back anyway, but it turns out he didn't anyway. So, well, I think he's currently just looping around anyway, I think. As I saw it passing over Stidion's Lake Reserve anyway, as he flew past just over Stidion's anyway. So yeah, I don't know what he's doing anyway, but he seems to be on, looks like more like he's doing survey training anyway. Looks like he's just currently just on survey training today apparently, which I don't know why. Which is a bit unusual though, because normally we don't see, obviously, Skybus that does survey training apparently, which normally we don't ever see that very often, especially for most days that we don't often see, obviously, Skybus doing survey training apparently. But obviously this has been a while since we ever saw the Skybus doing survey training in Cornwall anyway, especially from Land's End Airport and then into Newquay Airport anyway. So yeah, it's a bit unusual to see that anyway. So anyways, as you can see, as you can see, that flew past just near Poundporth Airfield at 62,000 feet anyway, and then he just decided to came here and flew past Overington Day, which that was the one I filmed anyway, which that was the part that I filmed anyway. So yeah, that was the part that I filmed anyway, as he was flying at 62,000 feet, and then he was pretty much dropping down nearly at 61,000 feet anyway, and then decided to come here at 62,000 feet anyway. So yeah, so as you can see, what I've just saw though, he was literally coming here to about 62,000 feet, and then from here he was pretty much probably nearly 63,000 feet. So the height that flew now was around 62,000 feet, whether I saw it came up my place anyway. So yeah, this is probably why the other Skybus is just on the survey train today apparently. So yeah, whereas you can see that took off from Land's End Airport this morning, and basically it goes into Newquay Airport for a bit of a circuit training, and then obviously after it's been for a circuit train at Newquay, it then goes for survey training, which most of the time it does survey train just over North Cornwall anyway, which normally the obviously Skybus that normally does, which normally goes out doing circuit training just over North Cornwall anyway for survey training apparently, which that's what it normally does anyway. So yeah, because normally it does survey train normally, but especially because with that we don't often see Skybus that does, because obviously we don't often see Skybus that we mostly see do survey training. But I know the fact last time that we saw the obviously Skybus was on the GBIOH, which I remember from the previous day, which I remember if I go to, well, so you know, if I type in the registration GBIOH, which was obviously a Skybus anyway, but so it was obviously not that one. The last time they came here for training, that was since 4 years ago, last seen Skybus. So the obviously the Skybus that last came for survey training back in April the 19th, 2019. That was the last time I saw the Skybus since 2019. That the obviously Skybus decided to do survey training over my place in Penryn last time since 2019. That was back in April. That was since probably just over 4 years ago now apparently. So that would have been at least 5 years ago now apparently that the Skybus that last did survey training was since back in 2019 over at my place in Penryn. So that was the last time we saw that anyway. Now because of this year we get to see the obviously Skybus doing that came here for survey training in South Cornwall this time of year. So yeah, which has been a while since we've not last saw the obviously Skybus from its base at Land's End Airport anyway, which has been a while since we've ever saw this obviously Skybus anyway, which has been a while since we last saw this one doing survey training. So yeah, this is why, because like during most spring and summer and autumn, this is why, because it flies from St Mary's Airport and into Exeter, which that's what we occasionally do see during spring and summer and through autumn as well, that we do see obviously the Skybus that flies from St Mary's Airport, which is obviously, and then into Exeter Airport, which that's what we sometimes see from it anyway. But it's because obviously, except from like beginning of the end of autumn and winter, it doesn't do flights from obviously to Exeter, which is a bit obvious really. So yeah, but this is why sometimes we do see Skybus do survey training, which most of the time it just does survey training just over North Cornwall most of the time, but normally it doesn't come into South most of the time, but which sometimes it does anyway. Sometimes during the year it does, but then sometimes you just think it doesn't come over the past few years for survey training. But which obviously today it came for a survey training anyway, which has been a very long time. Probably nearly about 5 years ago that the obviously Skybus were last seen doing survey training. So yeah. But anyway, as you can see, he's just now at 4,000 feet now. Apparently, he's now at 4,025 feet now. Anyway, so hopefully he should be going back to his base at Land's End Airport very soon. Anyway, and hopefully because they'll be doing his training flight from Land's End Airport to St Mary's Airport, which currently that's what the Skybus flights are on at the moment, because they're only doing flight training from St Mary's Airport to Land's End Airport at the moment. That's why, because it's usually like beginning of the end of autumn and winter as well, and especially beginning of spring, when obviously Skybus starts to get back to do flight training from St Mary's Airport to Exeter. So yeah, which hopefully it will be back on probably beginning of spring. Hopefully, probably like beginning of March or spring, it'll be back on. The flights will definitely change at St Mary's Airport and especially Newquay Airport as well. So yeah. But okay, so yeah, it's a bit surprised to see that today. Apparently, it's a bit surprised to see the obviously Skybus today. Apparently, I was a bit surprised to see that, especially I've never seen that since ages ago. So yeah, looks like it's probably now descending back to its base at Land's End Airport anyway. So yeah, I think the rest of the afternoon it's going to be moving on to training flights from St Mary's Airport to Land's End Airport anyway. Which obviously is going to go to Land's End Airport. It's going to go back to its base at Land's End Airport now anyway, and hopefully when it takes off Land's End, it's going to be doing training flights from St Mary's to Land's End. Well, Land's End to St Mary's. So yeah. So yeah, I was a bit surprised to see that today, especially because I've never seen obviously Skybus for a while anyway. It's been a while that. So yeah. Okay, so yep. Especially we've got other aircrafts to see anyway, especially because there's a nice sunny and cloudy weather today, especially no rain. So yeah. Okay, so yep. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.